Well, okay, let's do this shit again. Yes, we're doing the aliens, colonial marines, and that's what I would prefer to do because I just want to get this LP over with. You know, for something that was kind of supposed to be a side project is actually becoming my main project. And my main projects are becoming my side projects, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Okay, alien. Die. Die. No, go after that guy. Go after the other guy. Go after the other guy. Go after the other guy. Anyways, yeah. Well, I guess Illusion of Gaia wasn't really a main project. It was side projects a little bit too loose. It was more a secondary project, or a secondary project. And Final Fantasy was my main project, but because it required so much editing, I just didn't record as often, and even the last finale of it it's a little long because I just refused to do the edits. I admit I should have, but I just gotta fed up. Because I knew it was going to be a long recording with a lot of, with a boss gauntlet. And I just thought, you know, it'd be easier to just sort of go with the flow and just leave the battles in and not edit it out. God damn it. And now that I'm doing another JRPG, Dragon Book Fantasy 2, also known as a Black Tome of Ice, I'm not sure how, or even if I am going to be doing much editing in regards to this particular game, because the random battles are not typical of what I think of in regards to random battles. They're more akin to the sense of Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, which I think makes editing random battles out a little bit, how do I explain? I'm not sure how to edit them out in a fluid manner, because you see the enemies approach on screen. Where with the JRPGs I've done before, and I admit I've only done 2 of them, you didn't see them. So it made the process of cutting it out a little bit more easier. You know, here's that random music. And in my case anyways, it's my editing software. What I pretty much did was look at my audio track and okay, I'm not speaking here, there's a random battle here, so just sort of skip to that general location and sort of edit accordingly, and you know, make it so that it was a little bit more smoother. Where with this, you know, no matter how I edit, you're going to be seeing the enemies show up on the world map anyways. Well, sorry, not on the world map, on the town or dungeon map. not entirely sure how to edit this and have it be a little bit more fluid. Not have it seem more jarring or harsh. So I don't know if I'm even going to bother to edit out some random battles. It is a short game to begin with, after all. Well, okay, short in regards to JRPG standards. It's a JRPG indie title, though I'm not even sure if it is an indie title because it says Muteki Corporation. What the hell is this? There's a number 4 on it. I don't know. So anyway, I'm just thinking until I either discover something or learn something or find a trick or get some feedback to better myself, I'm just going to keep excuse me. What, do we go in here? I think I'm just going to keep the battles in regards to certain JRPGs like Chrono Trigger, which I do intend to do, so I am by no means experienced in Chrono Trigger. Not sure I'm going to be doing Earthbound because while Earthbound does have its charms, I must confess I'm just not that big a fan of it. I think I understand why. It has a cult following, but I think even saying that, its general praise is a bit undeserved. It's a charming game, but, well, charming only does so much. You know, my grandpa has charm, you know? So what? Just because something has its charm doesn't mean it's necessarily all that great. And Arcbound is, just not that good a game. Especially considering the, how to explain? The games at the time which were out before and after it, like Chrono Trigger, like Final Fantasy VI, which I'm going to say 6 and not 3, I liked. Well, like Mystic Quest, if Earthbound or an early Super Nintendo game, I guess it'd be a little bit more tolerable. No, I shouldn't say forgiving because there's really nothing to forgive. It's honestly, it's not. It's a fine game overall, but just in regards to its praise, I just don't think it's that well deserved. It's a bit clunky, and despite the fact that it honestly should not feel as dated as I think it feels really dated. It reminds me, honestly, more of a NES game in the way it just plays, instead of a 16-bit, especially late in the era 16-bit Nintendo game. And it makes it feel more dated than it should. And I mean that in just regards to how it plays, not in regards to how it looks. You know, yeah, it's by no means a graphically beautiful game, but frankly, in regards to how Earthbound looks, I think considering the storyline, the silliness of it, I think it fits. You know, if Earthbound were a graphically superior game, considering its time, I think it wouldn't have its cult classic. I think it wouldn't be as praised because it's just, you know, don't seem right. Okay, I know I have to find a Center turret to defend operations, but I don't know where it is, but oh well. But anyways, I doubt I'm going to be playing Earthbound anytime soon, besides I sold my cart of it for quite a tidy profit, so looking back, I'm not 100% sure it was an authentic cart. To make a long story short, I was at a flea market, saw Earthbound in one of the booths, as well as a bunch of other junk games. Frankly, this particular flea market is pretty much full of sports games, and while it does have a few gems at its disposal, they're few and far between. Earthbound, I saw Earthbound at this one area and just sort of went, I can't believe this flea market, which sells like primarily $5 to $8 NBA games, NHL games, Madden games, football games. I can't believe they have Earthbound here, and I asked the person working the booth, how much is the Earthbound? And he pretty much goes, Earthbound? Never heard of it. Where do you see it? It's right there. Oh, you know, never heard of it before. I'll tell you what. Buy 3 other games. It's yours for $5. And I'm thinking to myself, buy 3 other games and they get Earthbound for $5? Hell yes! I'm taking it! So I bought, what did I buy? UN Squadron, which is a really fun game, but one I won't be doing because there's no save points, unless I do like a whatever of it. Mortal Kombat 3. Was it Mortal Kombat? Yeah, it was Mortal Kombat 3. What else? There was one other game I don't remember. 7th Saga? I got Earthbound for $5. Now, even I know what Earthbound was. It's just I've never, you know, I didn't grow up with a Super Nintendo. I grew up with a Sega Genesis. And, you know, I knew of the legend of Earthbound. I knew of the high price of Earthbound, and I did see the LPs of it, specifically Nintendo Capri Sun, so I don't think I actually completed watching that particular LP all the way through. Is this it? Oh, this is it, never mind. But yeah, anyways, you know, for $5, and it's a game that's supposed to be this legendary and this valuable, Yeah, even buying the other games, even if I hated it, I doubt I'd be crying any tears. I doubt I'd be going, oh, this is a waste of money. Anyways, I enjoyed, I don't think it was 7 Talk, it was some other, junk game that I honestly have, I honestly don't remember what it was. I know about Mortal Kombat 3 because I know of, I've played Mortal Kombat 3. I bought UN Squadron just simply because it looked, I bought UN Squadron just simply because of the cover art. There's really no other, polite way for me to say it. Bought some other games that I don't remember, and, yeah. Again, you have to keep in mind, I had to buy 3 other games in a, flea market where pretty much most of the games being sold are sports games, which I have just 0 interest in, but even then, I think even with the $5 price of Earthbound, I bought 4 games, one of them being Earthbound, and I paid like less than 48 bucks. I think it came out to 35 even. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Now, Mortal Kombat 3 I enjoyed, but that's simply more for nostalgia, I'll be honest with you. While fighting games used to be appealing to me, I used to thoroughly enjoy them. Now, I just, I don't know. They've lost their fun. You know what I mean? I no longer enjoy the fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, though I do want to get a card of Killer Instinct just again simply for nostalgia reasons. But yeah, I no longer find them as fun as I once did. Excuse me. And even now, the games that I used to thoroughly enjoy as a kid, I find a little bit more, not nearly as enjoyable, and the games that I once found extremely boring as a kid, like, well, Final Fantasy and JRPGs in general, they're probably one of my most beloved genres now. Stealth games I still enjoy. In fact, stealth games I probably have a greater appreciation of them now, going back and playing the old stealth games that I've always loved, but never called complete in my youth. Games like Thief and the like. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoy stealth games better now than I ever did as a kid, despite stealth games, even as a kid, they were probably one of my favorite genres. It's just, as a kid, I played stealth games, I'd be sneaky, but yeah. Certain stealth games like Thief, which was probably the one I enjoyed the most, despite the fact it was the one that I could never even really complete properly. Mainly because you were supposed to be a thief and I wanted to be an assassin. Pick up the smart gun. I thought I did. Pick up the smart gun. No, this is a turret, never mind. Anyways, yeah, and you know. Another genre of game that I thoroughly enjoyed and still do to this day, just I don't enjoy them as much, not so much because I no longer enjoy the genre, but just I don't like what the genre has become, are the first-person shooter games. I adored games like Wolfenstein and Doom as a kid and Heretic. Hexen and Heretic. Because to me they were mindless fun. You go around, you shoot bad guys, you shoot demons, and you try and collect the keys, go through the mazes, get to the end of the level, defeat the occasional boss, and yeah. There was very little plot, there was very little story, and they were significantly hard, I tell you what, but they were fun, and I enjoyed them, and then when first-person shooters evolved to having more of a plot, like, Call of Duty, and by the way, I'm talking about the original Call of Duty, which was PC exclusive, set during the Second World War. I don't remember it if it had online, but I just never played online. I enjoyed those too because, you know, they were historical and I'm a history buff. And they had a plot. And yeah, I guess they were easier in regards to just, you know, not nearly as many enemies to destroy and, you know, just easier to defeat. I still thoroughly enjoyed them. I thought they were fun. But now, you know, first-person shooters, while I still enjoy the genre overall, even with my rule of buying them secondhand for no more than $30, I'm still hesitant to do it because they're easy and they're short. They're short. I don't play online maps. I don't play online at all. When I buy a game, I play for the campaign. I play for the story. And nowadays, it seems that a first-person shooter is pretty much the campaign is secondary, and the online multiplayer is the main component. And that just seems so backwards to me because I think the story, the plot, that's to be the main focus of the game, not the not see online component, and now there's games like Destiny, which I don't even think have a single player campaign. Battlefront is nothing but online, and I find that very disappointing. I find it very disheartening. And so I'm very hesitant to pick up any first-person shooter, even the ones I'm interested in, because, well, I don't want to be spending a significant amount of money on a game I'm only going to be playing the single player of and beat in a weekend. You know? Those are the kind of games I rented as a child, and now that there's no efficient way to rent, I'm very hesitant to pick some up. And I don't really, I don't like what the first-person shooter genre has come. I don't like this whole multiplayer, online. Why even bother having a story, you know? It's depressing, you know? I find it legitimately, honestly depressing, and it's just not worth it anymore. Saying that, the new Doom game, which I've yet to pick up, that is, however, a first-person shooter game, I will have no issues eventually buying that. That I know is going to be safe, because it kind of harkens back to the original Doom, though it does have significantly more of a plot. You want to know games I find surprising that I like, not just that I like them, but that I like them so much, is the Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I was very, I shouldn't say that, when Demon Souls came out, I was going to pick it up because it looked promising. But I remember Dragon Age Origins was released at same year. It was Christmas time, I was unemployed, could only afford one game, and I ended up picking up Dragon Age Origins because I just thought it had more potential versus the Demon Souls games. Not Dark Souls, Demon Souls. You know, this is way back to give you just how long ago it was. Not going to get into Dragon Age because I just found that game extremely disappointing. Saying that, I only played the first one. I know it got better since I found it, I found the gameplay clunky no matter what character you chose, and I found the story disappointing. Saying that, chances are my expectations are just too high, and I admit that. Anyways, now that I forgot about Demon Souls, Dark Souls comes, and looking at Dark Souls thinking, okay, this game looks fun. But where's the plot? Where's the story? I don't mind these kind of the Dark Souls games. I thought so long as it had some sort of plot or story, and the more I tried to research if the Souls genre even had some sort of plot or story, the more I just thought to myself, okay, I am just not going to enjoy these, because thinking to myself, if there's no plot, if there's no story, then they doesn't give me sufficient enough reason to continue this extremely difficult, you're going to be constantly dying game. And I'm just going to get frustrated, go, what's the fucking point? And give up prematurely because... Not necessarily because the game's bad, but just simply because I don't have the motivation to complete the rolling difficulty. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I picked up Dark Souls 3 for sale, so, well, I shouldn't say that, I did not steal Dark Souls 3 from Best Buy. Best Buy put the wrong price on Dark Souls 3, and I just picked it up at that price and managed to get away with it. I cannot stress to you how much I enjoy it, because it's just pretty much takes me back to the days of my youth where you play the game for no reason other than just to have some mindless fun. And that's what Dark Souls is to me. It's a mindless fun game. You play it, you lose track of time, and yet you keep going at it and at it and at it because it's just fun. I decided to pick up Bloodborne, and it's the same thing. Don't get me wrong, it certainly has its flaws, but it's fun. It's a game that's just fun for the sake of fun. And I miss those kinds of games. I honestly do. Is there a point to it? Well, kind of. You know. There's certainly more point to Dark Souls and Bloodborne than there is to Wolfenstein and Doom, I'll say that, but there's not that much more of a point. But saying that, I grew up on Doom, I grew up on Doom 2, I grew up on Wolfenstein and the like. I grew up playing extremely difficult, you're going to die constantly games, and you play them just simply because they were mindless fun. In Dark Souls, reminds me of these games, and it's even better because there is a strategy to it versus the mindless games it reminds me of, you know? There's a method to Dark Souls and Bloodborne and the like, where if you don't do it correctly or you rush through it, you're ultimately going to fail. Saying that, you learn, you adapt, and you press on because you just, not because you feel you have to, not even so much because you're really that motivated to in regards to the actual game. You press on and continue just simply because you want to. And that's rare. And it's fun. And it's enjoyable. And I miss it. I honestly do. I legitimately, honestly miss those kinds of games. And, can't believe I've denied myself these games for so long because I just thought I wasn't going to enjoy them because I thought I wouldn't be motivated enough to complete them. And I am. Not only am I motivated enough to complete them, there's a kind of games where I know. I know. There's going to be a replay value. No doubt about it, I'll be playing these games often and often and often and over and over and over just simply because, well, that's how fun they are. And even games I enjoy now, games like open world RPG games, not open world games in general. I don't really like most open world games, to be honest, but open world games like Bethesda, and the like, I don't really replay them, I continue to play them. Anyways, I died, I'm done, take care everybody.